Sack General Rabo, Chief of Army Staff, and other service chiefs immediately. This is an advice from the former Minister of Aviation, Femi Fani-Kayode. You agree with him on this, that the service chiefs should be sacked for this attack on the Nigerian prison and what is happening generally in terms of insecurity in this nation? Well, for me, sacking them, are we going to get people from other clime to come and manage our security situation in this country? Are they not part of the same system? This country is run by a system. And if the system keep on giving us the caliber of people that we have in position of authority, nothing will change. Because the system that will make them to operate, whatever is operational is what they will follow. They are not coming from any clime, they are not coming from heaven, they are not angels, they are part and parcel of this country. And most of the things that is happening in this country is all about interest. And the moment the interest of the people that in the charge of government is not being taken care of, anything will go off until we begin to do what is right. I mean, it's a shame. Now, most of these criminals have escaped, like Minister of Defense said, they have escaped, the 64 Boko Haram terrorists or whatever have escaped. Well, did they disappear into 10 years when they escaped? Imagine the number of roadblocks and how did they escape the military? Did they have their pictures? How did they have escaped those checkpoints? Or somebody just come, they cannot identify them, and they will just move on, and before you know it, all of them, hardened criminals, you can't trace them, you can't find them. What do they do when they are arrested? Don't they take their biometrics? Don't they take information about them and make sure that they get it? Well, our borders are so porous, they can even take them across the border without vehicle. They can begin to jump from one corner to the other. And before you know it, they're out of this country. Changing them, for me, now, will not bring anything. There is no solution until they all agree and say that yes, we want this country to be peaceful. Otherwise, bring another set of service chiefs, they will come with whatever is on ground that they will operate with. Well, Nigerian news reports that the chieftain of the All Progressive Congress was reacting into the insecurity rocking the nation and the recent attack on Kuje prison center by members of the Islamic State in West African province, INSWA. He has called on the president to sack the service chiefs immediately. In a post on his Twitter handle, Femi Fani-Kayode insisted that his resolve to keep speaking the truth was not that of rebellion, while maintaining that Nigeria must come first. Yes, if Nigeria is first, everybody will sit up and make sure that this country, we have no any other country to call our own. This is our own country, and we must make sure that things are done properly. By now, I expect that the federal government, without anybody prompting them, they're waiting for investigation. Before investigation, if it is to suspend. Because the DSS said they gave information to the correctional centers that there may be a likely attack. Who got the information and what did they do with it? If intelligence reports were sent to people in authority or people in charge of the correctional centers and nothing was done, then those people are not supposed to their seat by now. Either you suspend them indefinitely for now until after investigation or report is gotten to whoever was going to send in the report. But allow them to remain in office, they will cover up a lot of things. They will cover it up, all the information can be destroyed, all the evidence that can be used against them can be destroyed because they are still in charge. But when you get them suspended, everybody around that circle, get them off the ladder first, then you begin to make your investigation. At the end of the day, if they are found guilty, fine. They are prosecuted. If they are not found guilty, they return to their seat. The APC stalwart call for the sacking of the military chiefs, especially the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya. Fani-Kayode wrote, it is increasingly difficult to comprehend the glaring incompetence and lack of patriotism, professionalism, diligence, and courage of the leadership of the Nigerian Armed Forces. All this grammar will not take us anywhere. It's not going to be there alone. But when you talk of patriotism, how patriotic are the guys? It's not going to be at the front. The guys at the front. The guys are supposed to man these places. How patriotic are they? Are they loyal to the country or loyal to their belly? Are they working for themselves or working for the country? They are two different things. If they are working for the country, yes, they'll be loyal, they'll be ready to sacrifice their lives. But if they are not working for the country, working for their belly, they can compromise and anything goes. So asking the chief of army staff to be dismissed or the relation of duty on these officers, well, I don't know. Is this the same military that once proudly led ECOMOG? Yes. Those that led ECOMOG, don't even compare them. Those that went to other African countries or go for peacekeeping in other nations of the world will get the kind of accolades they give to them, that they perform excellently well. But because those systems in those environments are working, the thing here is that the system here is making a lot of people that are ready to work to be handicapped to victory. They led them ECOMOG to victory in West African sub-region. Is this the same military that once gave the Chadians and Libyans a bloody nose? Is this the same military that once forced down the Cameroonian and French in Bakassi Peninsulas? Those are big questions. They are not the same. I'm not sure we have the same set of military. Is this the same military that once kept us safe and protected us from enemies within and without? Is this the same military that once led by Murtala Mohammed, Benjamin Adekunle, Olusegun Obasanjo, Tiwa Danjuma, Sani Abacha, Ibrahim Babangida? Is this the same military that once regarded as the most powerful and effective fighting force in sub-Saharan Africa? Is this the same military that politicians and our people once spoke of with respect and in whispering tones? How are the mighty fallen? Who will defend us from these foreign barbarians and invaders now? Who will stand against the terrorists that have plagued our land and they slaughter our people in Salah, like Salah rams and Christmas turkey? This is no longer about party politics. Yeah, it's not about party politics, but it's the politicians that are playing it. Are they playing it right? This is not about saving the lives of our people who have been butchered and terrorized in the most horrendous way. The thing is about, it's not about whether the same military, we still have the same competent people, but the question we should be asking ourselves is, how have we allowed ethnicity, religion, how have we allowed tribalism, nepotism to affect the way we do things in this country? When people that are supposed to be in the position are not allowed to get there, there's no way this kind of thing will not happen. When you begin to use tribalism, ethnicity, religion to place people in position of authority, sensitive position that is going to make this country forward, there's no way we won't have this kind of issues. But when you allow incompetence to override competence, there's no way things like this will not happen. We allow those that are competent to be retired when they are still active, but because we want to place our own brothers, we want to place our own sisters in position of authority, they say, yeah, you can do it. Let's move in there. How far have we gone now as a nation? Has that helped us? Have we not used our best hand? Have we not allowed our best hand to leave the system and bring in those that are not competent to be in the aim of affairs? Little things we have been doing. This is the result we are seeing now. It's not just happening. We have been in this for long, and we allow it to happen. And that is why we are where we are. Until we begin to do the right thing. Like they will always say, you cannot do the same thing and expect a different result. Until you begin to do things the right way, that's when we get a better result. Otherwise, we'll continue to lament, and lamentation will not change anything until we begin to take the right step. My listeners, what are your take on this? Is this the right time to call for people to be removed? The service chiefs and the chief of the service chiefs and other people in the aim of our security operation? Kindly make your own opinion known as you subscribe to my page. Thank you. Good day. Until we see you again. God bless.